Hello, lovelies, and welcome back to another cash stuffing. If you are new here, welcome. My name is Lily. I am a 25-year-old zero-based cash budgeter and stuffer up in Maine, and I have been doing the budget by paycheck method of cash budgeting for 4 years now, and this system has provided me with the tools to pay down debt and purchase my home that I now live in with my boyfriend and our 3 dogs. And we do all things budgeting over here, so if any of that sounds like content that may interest you, I sincerely hope that you consider hitting that subscribe button and sending some support my way. But happy Thankful Thursday, everyone. How are we doing? How are we feeling? If you are new here on Thursdays, we go into the comments and let each other know what we are feeling extra thankful for today. And let's see, what am I feeling extra thankful for today? You know what? I'm going to go with I'm feeling extra thankful for my mom because yesterday she has just really taken on. She's ready to be a grandmother. Let's just say that. And she knows I'm trying to help her out with that. But right now, she has really taken on this like noni persona when it comes to my best friend's kids, who I say are my niece and nephew. She just loves them to pieces, and she treats them like they're her children or her grandchildren, basically. And it just warms my heart to see that. And yesterday we went over there and she bought this like kit so that her 2-year-old could like decorate some eggs, and it was like one of those like foam ones that you like put foam and then you put the dye on it and you mix it together and you roll the eggs in it, and he just had a blast and it was so much fun. And yeah, so I'm just feeling extra thankful for her today and every day, of course. But let me know down below what you guys are feeling extra thankful for. Today, we are here to stuff my 3rd Etsy paycheck for the month of April. And before you get too excited, you guys, this number that you are seeing is not my full Etsy paycheck. We had an insanely amazing week on Etsy. Again, another time where I feel so lucky to be able to say that, you guys. Thank you so much for supporting my Etsy shop. It's linked in the description of every video. I appreciate every single person who orders or even just likes or anything on there. So thank you so much. But we also have a little bit of money that my parents gave me. So I guess that's another thing to be extra thankful for. I'll get into that later, as well as $600. That is not income. I lent it to Austin so that he could buy a lawnmower and a riding lawnmower. So we have that, whatever, but he paid me back for it. He just needed the cash to go give the person, and he didn't have time to go to the bank. So he paid me back for that. So in total, we have $537 from my Etsy paycheck, which is crazy. Plus $800 in cash is $1,337. So that's crazy number. But we have 1, 2, 3, 4, oh my goodness. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 950, 1,050, 100, 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 200, 210, 20, 30, 40, 55, 65, 75, 85, 95, 300, 305, 10, 15, 25, 35, 36, and 37. Perfect. $1,337. Crazy number. Yes, I mean, 600 of this was, it's just, we need to pay it back because it was already mine, but still crazy. Okay. Also, I got a new little Apple Watch band. I just chose from the selection at Walmart, honestly, so I could have ordered something else. But when I had my Apple Watch before, I had one of these like magnetic chains, and I need something because I do have like pretty small wrists. Just, I don't know, whatever, but they're on the smaller side, so I can't typically get like the standard sizes or like the one size fits all, whatever. It needs to be like really adjustable, and these are just sleek and easy. I will say, I started donating plasma again. I stopped back in October. I don't remember why. I think maybe it was because I got a tattoo from I really don't remember why I stopped donating, but my last donation I checked and it was like October 1st. And so you can go twice a week, and the promos at the beginning when you restart or when you're a new donor are crazy. So I got $100 for my first donation. I donated again today. I actually need to take my wrapping off, but I got 75 today, and then the next like 3 I think will be $50, and then I don't know whether I should be happy or sad about this, but I have gained weight since I last donated, and I guess I was like on the cusp, so I'm just a few pounds right now over the second tier, but the more you weigh, the more they pay for your donation. So and the jump from tier 1 to tier 2 is crazy. So instead of making $25 a donation, I'll be making $40 a donation, and then my second one a week is $45. So that's going to be fantastic even when the initial promo runs down. And I'm really excited about that. So that's just, I kind of splurged a little bit. I got these. I got myself some conditioner and some more melt wax little things for our wax melt, and things that I probably would have pulled out of like sinking. Oh, and I got some ingredients for dinner and some things that I would have pulled out of different categories, like my household or groceries or personal, I guess, or whatever. But I just kind of, my plan right now is to use that as sort of my personal money or a backup if I need to get gas and I didn't budget for it, or if I need extra food money, or really whatever I want to spend it on. So that's my splurge money, I guess, as of right now. But yeah, I don't know. I do plan to use it mostly for like extra grocery money. So maybe one week I donate twice and I have $80. I might not need to, stuff groceries, and I'll have some extra money to do whatever with. But we'll see. This first week, I just kind of took advantage of that extra money because I'm not used to having it. So that was nice. Okay, so the dogs are getting 5. I also should start stuffing more of these. Anyway, the dogs have 100, 120, 35, 45, and 150. That's awesome. I do plan on pulling this, at least the 100 out at the end of the month and starting a sinking fund for them. We'll see. Austin and medical are empty, but car care is getting 5. And what do you know, you guys? So random, but I've never, obviously, anyway, so random, but I was donating today, and guess who was also donating today? The lady that I got my car from. So she walked out past me while I was waiting to be unhooked, and I was like, hey, so-and-so. And she's like, oh my gosh, I thought that was you. And we just kind of chit-chatted and blah, blah, blah. So that was just really a cute surprise. But anyway, we have 1, 2, 50, 300, 320, 40, 55, and 360 in car care. And then gifts is getting 5. So we have 10, 15, 25, and $30. Saving up for Mother's Day. Also, I know Easter is this weekend, so are you guys doing anything? How is that going? Oh, I forgot. Did I put... No, I didn't, but I gotta mark one off and manifest, right? Okay, remind me. Are you guys doing anything for Easter? I know we're going to Austin's grandmother's house, and she sent a text with the menu and I'm like, I texted her back. I'm like, my mouth is watering just thinking about it. Oh my gosh. Any excuse to have green bean casserole that's not on Thanksgiving. And then I remember that I have free will and I could just go to the grocery store and get stuff and make it myself, which I do sometimes. If you're a green bean casserole hater, honestly, don't talk to me because it is so good, so freaking good. I love it so much. And she's making deviled eggs, and I requested those little like not hors d'oeuvre, what's it called? Appetizer thing where they're peppers and you cut them in half and then you put cream cheese and everything bagel seasoning, and even when I make them myself, they're not as good as when she makes them. So I am so freaking excited. Did I add 5 to household? I think I did. So we have $10, $20, $35, $45, and $50 in household. Again, I could have just taken the money out of here, but I'd rather just kind of let this fund rack up. So bridesmaid is getting 10, and it is also getting $200 extra. You guys, my parents are amazing, and I had asked you guys about like gifts for the bachelorette party, because I've never been in a wedding before and it was just getting a little confusing. And initially the response was like, whatever you want for the bachelorette party, blah, blah, blah. Like, I didn't fully understand. And then I did actually just get a text today, and I don't know if people are getting gifts for the bachelorette party anymore, which from the comments, that is not normal. Like, from the comments and what people were saying, like, they're like, don't get anything. You're not supposed to get anything for the bachelorette party unless like some like gag gifts or like something silly or sexy or whatever. But yeah, so I think that's more the direction that we're going. The maid of honor said that she's going to make personalized to-do lists, which I am so thankful for. And just let us know like what we're responsible for, and then I'll have a better idea of like how much I'll need to save. Of course, there's going to be like splitting groceries, and we're going to be going out to eat and doing activities and things that I'm going to need to pay my way for. But just in passing, having this conversation with my friend and my mom when we were all over at her house, it just came up that like, oh, I was asking the same questions, like, do I have to get gifts for all these things? Like, what's the dealio? And just, the consensus was it's expensive to be in a wedding. And of course I knew that. I didn't know exactly how much or whatever. So they're so kind. And she was literally like, I took some money, full disclosure, my dad, I don't know if I should even say this. My dad has found a new love for the casino. He loves it, and he's not irresponsible. Okay, I just want to make that very clear. He doesn't leave with less money than he came in with. He knows when to stop, but he is also very good sometimes when he is at winning. So he went to the casino and won $200, won something, and gave me $200 of it for the wedding, which was so freaking sweet. So I'm, my Thankful Thursday thing, I'm adding my dad to it too. My parents, I'm thankful for them. But obviously he didn't have to do that. I told them not to do that. When my mom texted me and told me that he was bringing that to work the next day, I was like, seriously, you don't have to do, like, I was so unnecessary, but so appreciated. So we added $210 to bridesmaid. Okay, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 50, 500, 520, 40, 50, 60, and 565. That is crazy. Now, just some quick math here, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 55, 20, 40, 50, 65. 565. 565. So it's going to be, they said around 100 for hair and makeup, but they don't know exactly how much it's going to be. So I'm going to guess like 150. I don't know if we're supposed to tip. Like, the person that's doing our hair and makeup for the wedding is also my personal hairdresser. I found her from the bride. She recommended her. So I've been going to her for a while now, and I don't know, should I tip? Probably, right? I don't know. So I'm just going to go with 150 just to be safe. There's going to be like $60, I think, or so for the cleaning fee for the Airbnb. We don't have to pay for the Airbnb, but we just have to pay for the cleaning crew to come in after. So that leaves us with $355. I'm still going to have to get something for the bridal shower off of their registry. I'm still going to be, I offered to make like shirts or something for the bachelorette party, so I'll have to get supplies for that. I might ask them to like, just pay for material, but if it ends up being, I don't know, we'll figure it out. I'm literally just thinking out loud right now. But that's $355. We still have a ways to go. I'm still going to be adding as much as I can to this because I don't want to have to use a credit card for any of this, but that's still just amazing. So I don't think they're going to be watching, but thank you so much, mom and dad, if you are. So that's it for our sinking funds. And next we're going to go into my bills. So our mortgage is getting 56. So a 50, a 5, and a 1. And we have 1, 52, 250, 70, 90, 300, 305, 310, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 318. You know what I'm realizing is that this is our last cash stuffing before our final cash stuffing of the month that has to do with our bills. Since this is a magic month, we are going to have 2 more cash stuffings, but only 1 more cash stuffing until we fully fund the majority of our bills and debt. So that is really exciting. I love that last kind of cash stuffing, the budgeting part of it, where I know I'm like, okay, I'm not having to worry about splitting it between what's left. It's just this last one, we're fully funding everything, and the numbers tend to be a little bit lower because I do like to overstuff by like $1 or $2 per week. So internet got 11. We have 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 55, 60, 61, 2, 3, 4, and 65. Like, for example, internet is $85 a week, right? So divided by 4 paychecks is $21.25. So I stuff 22 a week. So from that, we have 65 left. So 85 minus 65. Now we only have to stuff 20. So I'm saving that $2 that week. So that's fun. I don't know. Electric is getting $30, so a 20 and a 10. I sell these custom in the bank placeholders in my shop, so I don't have to worry about like ordering custom denominations, and I can just update this as I go. So we have 65 in the bank as a buffer, and then 100, 120, 40, 50, nope, 100, 120, 40, 60, 70, and 180 in cash. So we have $245 total for electric. And I should really go check how much that is. Maybe I'll try to remember tomorrow. I don't know. So $15 is going into our heat buffer. We have 20, 30, 40, 50, 65, and 70. Oh, well. Amanda, if you're watching, Budget with Amanda, I just saw her comment popped up on my iPad from her video. Okay, $70 in heat, which you guys, it's going to be in the 60s next week. I'm so excited. It's still rainy, like as heck, so it's muddy, and we still have a pond in our backyard. There were literally ducks swimming in the makeshift pond in our backyard just because we had so much rain, and we have such like a low, like when we extended our backyard, it's a lot lower than our regular backyard. So the water all pooled up in there, and there were literally ducks swimming in it. I just thought that was so funny. Okay, water and sewer is getting 10. I just really hope that dries up soon. So we have 175 in the bank. And then we have 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, and 75 in cash. So in total, we have $250. $250. We're not stuffing phone today, but car insurance is getting $15. So a 10 and a 5. So we have 375 in the bank. So 370, 80, 90, 400, 410, 25, 35, and 440. Ew. I don't like how that looked. 440 in car insurance. Also, you guys, this is so random, but I had been watching The Handmaid's Tale, and everyone around me, like my mom, my dad, other people that I know, they were all like, I really couldn't watch it because it was just so dark. Like, it's so bad. Like, it's just so sad to watch and like scary. And I made it through the first like 3.5 seasons. I'm like halfway through season 3, I think. I could be a little farther along. I don't know. and it's bad. It's bad, all right? But I'm just now getting to a point where I need to only watch it at certain times. Like I have to be really like wanting to watch it in the moment. I can't really watch it before bed. And I need to like take breaks and watch other shows in between because it's heavy. It's heavy. It's so bad. It's good. It's such a good show. Such a good show, but it's heavy. It's heavy. But I said that because we're putting 5 into Washville, so we have 15 because just yesterday or in the last like 2 days, I watched all of the newest season of Love on the Spectrum, and I watched all of the new season of Black Mirror. So I need something to watch because like if I just keep going back to The Office and Family Guy, I'm gonna get bored. And I watch those when I'm sleeping, like when I'm falling asleep. So I need something else. And trust me, I actually, you know what? I have a list at the office of different shows that I've been recommended by my coworker that I need to watch. So maybe I'll just start one of those. We added 5 to Flow, so we have 20, 45, 50, and 55. But I watch shows really quick. I'm a binger. If I like the show, I binge it, and I will finish it in like a couple days. Even if there's a lot of seasons, like I promise. I like watch shows while I'm at work, like all day, while I'm working at the shop. Like even when I'm driving, like I don't even really listen to music. I don't watch the show obviously, but like I listen to it, or I like listen to a podcast or a YouTube video or something. So I'm always listening or watching shows in the background. I can't do silence. I don't know, but I go through things like really quickly. We're adding 75 to Best Buy. So we have 50, 100, 120, 45, and 150. Ew, that looks weird. I just keep saying ew to my handwriting after I write everything. Okay. So credit cards and care credit are paid off this month. I just don't want to have to take credit cards out just to put it back in, you know? I don't know. I don't want to. So I'm just going to leave it for this month at least. Car payment is getting 5. So we have 1, 2, 50, 1, 200, and 210. So, I'm not going to like that. I am working on some new envelope designs, you guys. So, whenever I get those figured out, I will show you guys. But they're cute, I think. $25 is going into student loans. So we have 100, 52, 50, 300, 320, 40, 65, 70, and 375. In student loans. And paying my brother back is getting 5. So we have 20, 40, 50, 65, 70, and 75. Right now. And that is going to do it for debt. Now let's go over to savings. I know I forgot to mark, wait, no, it was emergency, wasn't it? It was emergency. So we're going to go firstly back to garage, and garage is getting 5. So we have 50, 70, 85, 95, 100, and 105. Hello. 105 for garage. Emergency is not getting anything today, but I did stuff 5 on Tuesday, and I forgot to check off a little box, so I'll just put a little heart in there. I did print, laminate, cut down, and finalize the availability for all of my new savings challenges. I got emergency, home emergency. I have pets, personal, manifest, house, future, home, car care, new car, travel, vacation, I have a roll and save one. I have one for all the denominations. I have a bunch of them. Okay. A bunch. So I'll get those listed sometime soon, hopefully. Okay. Home emergency is getting 5, and I'm going to make each one of these little squares 5 as well, and then I will cross one off. So we have $340 in the bank for home emergency, $340, $550, $565, and $370. $370 for home emergency. And I can't wait until we get my debt paid off, you guys, so that I can really start saving up more of an emergency fund. That is just something that I am so looking forward to. But we're gonna go to business, and I still have the totals here from last week. So this is so pretty. And someone mentioned, like, yes, the brown like matches this. Oh, so cute. Okay, taxes is getting $150, and then it's also getting $600 because I owe this envelope that $600. That I also sell these custom IOU placeholders in my shop as well for situations like this where I needed to take cash out, but I knew I was paying it back. So let's add. So it's 150 plus 6, so 750. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 750. So 245 is in the bank right now. And then we have, so because I paid Q1 taxes, so I just pulled from what was in there. So now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 1,000, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 50, 600, 620, 635, 67, and 638. So plus 1,638. In total, we have $1,883 in taxes. Amazing. Especially after paying 1/4. That's like more than we had last year at this point. So exciting, scary, all the things. So we're adding 30 to shipping. So we have $20, $30, and $40, which I should honestly pull this out right now, but I will wait. I'll wait. So stamps is getting 5. So we have 5, 10, and 15 in here. Supplies is getting this 50, and that will be all that we have in there. And then we're skipping equipment, but I should start stuffing this, you guys. I was thinking about it, so I'm going to start stuffing equipment and slowly saving up to buy myself a printer, because I'd rather do that than pay to have everything printed. You know what I mean? I might as well just have the printer and have it be a reliable one, hopefully, so that I don't have to keep, like, when I have things printed, like professionally printed, there are a lot of misprints in them. So if I can try to avoid that, we'll see. I don't know. Quality control, you know? So we're adding 5 to giveaways. So we have 35, 40, and 45 saved up for my next cash giveaway, which is going to be at 15,000 subscribers. Still another crazy number. Still can't believe we just hit 13. That's just nuts. So that is going to wrap up today's cash stuffing, you guys. I really hope that you enjoyed. If you did, please don't forget to give the video a big thumbs up. Leave a yellow heart in the comments to show your support for the channel. And of course, subscribe. We are going to come back at some point this week. I'm going to try to get you guys, or this weekend, potentially either Saturday, Sunday, or maybe even Monday. I really don't know for sure. But one of these days, we're going to have a budget with me for the final, I guess, okay, 4th full-time paycheck, final before the magic month paycheck. So stay tuned for that. But yeah, with all that being said, thank you so much for sticking around with me. And I sincerely hope that you have a fantastic rest of your day, week, month, year. And I will see you in the next one. Bye.